Alright, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The INA has one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. It won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't. Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Thumb? Only what the bards sing. He sailed to Ash from southern lands. It was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Arjun's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last hilt. We'll do what we must to survive. What we must. The light! I thought this pool was meant to be hidden. Ned! Company!
Hey?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
All hands! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come! was easy enough.
Alright, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain. Clive. But I thought he was confounded. And it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin. Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies? Now for another round. Yes, we are. Late Lord Rosefield. I, the kind people call me the Executioner. Those words. Governor, heads will roll all the same. Wait! You plan! You leave! We fall!
Follow? Sitting, are ya? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engines dead so ahead!
How cares my race? His most blood returns through in his veins. These foes will not fall. They will fall. I do this before a woodman. Good thing I'm not. How long are we meant to keep this up? As long as it takes. Unless you have pressure. But I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot. Alright, engine full ahead! Hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite the mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every Battlesman treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mead has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. You're absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous. Aye, and they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandon can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. But I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it will be with an army at my back. Cheerio. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we? We would never hear the end of it. Great God of mercy. here in Waloed. When your ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the back galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash in the south?
With these winds in those waters, it's taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot anyway. I say we do as she tells. Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full edge! And keep those furnaces suspended!
Aye, aye! Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. A bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Regos Ash!
Loveless.
On a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never. I'll find her.
Stop it! Fine.
Get back.
Clive, how did you...
I was made like that. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still. before me but a guttering flame.
To where?
What did you build it, Joshua? A phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation, and thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black, and all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake. What if we remove the cause of this misery? What if we destroy the last of the mother crystals and restore balance to the world? Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop this endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Nor, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord. Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice. Ever led astray by your blind resolve. It is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate, however much it may hurt. Get as far away as you can.
Clive. No.
Trust me. Yeah. We don't have to do this. All that we do is only to remind you of your duty. First try. In short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. As a vessel, I fear my lord will soon find you. This fire and fury, and for what? Stolen the planet. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know not of this world nor our place in it. If our fate were so easily written, we'd all be gods. Cannot sway you. There are other means of persuasion that might. I try. This is the night of hope severed. You will yield so soon.
Clive.
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose. And what is my purpose? Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God. We are more than that. You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice. What are you saying? What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose, which is to feed. As you would know, that you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No. Manners, Lord Rossfield. They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the bills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine. You need to turn everyone Akashic. Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods. With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I can freeze a path.
You're no fit fate.
Probably not, but I can try. On the back! The others are safe.
The price was clear if the cap will be felt. They made it, yeah. And we'll have seen the ice. Relay. Maybe the only way built order. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. Powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Certainly you wouldn't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But you really know me. If our partnership was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I some of the flames from within. Burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for, of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so low. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think it might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow. I see now that they are all a part of me. If I had to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath. meet this fate. Find a way to save each other. We might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought this spark could bring me so much joy.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Arnelia is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mead says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But it's tall, and then it's tall. I struggle to believe it myself. See, your uncle isn't with you. He stayed with the Enterprise. After a brush with the Arnelia, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright around a lot. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash. You sure that's wise? Last I heard, Dice was still overrun with a Kashyyyk. Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading. We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up the highway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose. Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua. Do you think Tony will allow it?
Heard the bad news then, did ya?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there, spewing at evil like no one's business.
In the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost. Oh, don't tell me we were no champions.
Trouble with you, dear. Oh. Sorry, will it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
You tried Molly's lemon tarts.
Panda lost.
It can't be true. Miss, can we read the senator's story for a lesson? With Canva in her hands of Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo? Don't tell me. You need more Bolash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left.
I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time is a new smelter. It's got a vermitree hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that, let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. I mean, mithril engines get hotter. You can't chuck all in one and let me get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out a video publish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too? If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to. Oh, it is. I promise you. So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find? We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them. All fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one. That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we light the hub with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins. So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the Sphinx they're guarding? That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, like, and we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amberway, in that ruin that they call Lost Coombe, and another in the Silent Sad over at Dalmekia. Last one is the ruins of Abbo, which is in the Empire. Alright then. Wish me luck. Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed. How was she? Where are you? Can I help you, sir? I'm looking for Doris. Is she here? I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone. Did she? What was the mission? Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor. The slaver caused too much tracking when they were attacked by the beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's a Martha's Rest, you say? If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's alright. Or would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Paul was right to be worried. It's just turned. Back to the stables now. That's it. Right then. There's too much to fight. There should be someone nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in this pool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if this pool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those pool bearers, they've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got foggiest how to provide for themselves, so it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal greens for a few years at least.
Gazal greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get his pool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Just 'cause the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin don't mean we have to. Now, get us straight. It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too.
Nearly done.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady. How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Area confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosario is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrak. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization.
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw. Sid. Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people. Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor. It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again? I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am. You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I'm not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friend in high places. The Dane does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put cold mind at ease. Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border. With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Owen, Violetta, you don't need to worry about Doris anymore. I've been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slave we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Coming in easy for Doris. I'm sure it wasn't. Don't worry. She'll be alright. Hope so. Suppose you should know then. You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers will be lost without Doris. And you, of course. Keep up the good work, pal.
Saying you're supposed to.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool? A delivery for Martha. these are his all green seats. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? Yes, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only, without the seeds. Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves. That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all start to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Zoe, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time.
Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Zoe. The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call in reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. The bearers not men. They not wish to see Eastpool saved, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter? Serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? You going to accept fate like good little Branded and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What do you do?
Alright. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. 3 men and women fighting together. Faithful! Faithful! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, it certainly won't be now.
Back to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rosfield, my lady, we're ready. So what's the plan of action? We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while. You're going to lure them into the village?
I am.
We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off. A sound plan, but one that will require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate a retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me. Ha! And let you have all the glory. Oh wait! They're here! Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Azaria! For Azaria! We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask. And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha. The calm before the storm. And here it comes. Not let this village fall. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is this?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic call's been sighted on Rhiannon's right and is headed in their direction.
Well, the best half of our guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No, let them finish the job. You stay here too, so Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Let's go. Alright. Back to East Pool.
Lord Rossfield, the Carl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but
I think it might be over. I think it might. We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to hold our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do. Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still doubted you. There's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool. And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away, they'll have us to answer to. Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
We're not slaves anymore. No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted. I believe you might be right. I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpoolian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will. Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes? How could I forget? There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant mortal. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day there have been more than a few times where I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you. So Ed, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands. Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours. I'll do my best.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
It's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. and a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Not your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Vander knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief but not freedom. But my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. Much obliged. A fair trade. Very well. feeling like a little unrest? There were ghosts at the place, not nice. Those things I said before. Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home. What's happened? The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach. The High Cardinal? Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme. What does he want with Northreach? He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they should be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people. You would rob the populace to pay for it. Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me. What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again? How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men. If it did not cost him his life, but given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others. Who could blame them? Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bond of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Clive. Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison? Overseeing the troops, yes. All right. Wish me luck. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression. Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You're the Danes man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain? No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him. We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be alright. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask. So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. Now tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor? Neither, Your Eminence. I I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northridge into a stronghold. Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach. Why here, Your Eminence? The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. It is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sandbreak. I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northridge to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods. The people will do as their leaders command. If Sandbreak is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes. I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Grigar wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine. I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall. Sabine.